What we found out is that many districts have been preparing for these spikes and have been able to keep their budgets on track just by making a few adjustments.
The pain at the pump can be felt across the board. The higher they go, budgets keep growing out of control just to keep up with the fluctuating prices at the pump.
It's going to concern everybody, but I mean, I think that my employees, for the most part, because it's not me, are doing everything they can in their power to save the money.
La Jolla ISD has a $1.9 million budget to cover over 400 square miles a day. Over the past 5 years, Transportation Director Ronaldo Cedillo continuously has to crunch the numbers. And it's taken all hands on deck to find ways to save.
You ask the people in the foxholes what's better. I ask my drivers, what do you think is better? How do you know, how do you route the routes you run and stuff with safety in mind? And that's where we get most of our information. And they're the ones that say, sir, you know what, this guy's over here, and I'm over there, why don't we just, okay. They give you a number, you open it.
Cedillo and his team have managed to condense bus routes to cut down on fuel costs. Over the years, the move has saved La Jolla thousands of dollars.
We had 48 buses moved to a 7-mile line. And at that time, we were figuring out it's going to be about $200,000 less on fuel, just fuel alone. So that helped out, because they no longer have to go 22 miles a day, 40 buses. To make it simple, 20 times 40, that's it, 800 miles every day. When you multiply 100 times 183, or 160 gallons of diesel times 183, it becomes a lot of money that you're going to save.
Cedillo admits the system isn't perfect, but says they do their best not to spend more than they're allotted. In Mission, the school district covers a much smaller area, only 41 square miles a day, costing the district more than $400,000 a year. Recently, that budget was increased by $40,000 to compensate for the pain at the pump.
In the last 2 or 3 years, we've just been planning on increasing pricing for our fuel costs, and so you build that into the budgeting cycle and just be prepared to make adjustments as needed.
So what happens when your budget is slashed by 25%? One school district says they had to start getting creative.
So we're trying to do more with less.
Director for Support Services at Hidalgo ISD, Ben Aroña, has only been on the job for 5 months, but says in that time he and his staff have found ways to keep from going into the red and over their $66,000 fuel budget.
We want to be able to serve the students as much as we can, but a lot of times we need to maximize our efforts in combining our resources. We don't want to necessarily just keep on wasting our resources.
So this district reconfigured their routes and stopped running buses after 7 p.m.
It used to be that there was buses leaving at, I want to say at 5, and then another one at 6, another one at 7, and some at, later than that. We want to be able to serve the students as much as we can by sending out the tutoring and then the practice and then the van. So we kind of condense all of that into one.
Even after condensing routes, budgets continue to grow. Like La Jolla, many school districts are paying more than $100,000 a month to get our children to and from school safely. The La Jolla, Mission, and Hidalgo school districts tell Action 4 News they're being more aggressive when it comes to maintenance. It keeps the fuel costs low and your children safe. In our Hidalgo County Newsroom, Katie Lopez, Action 4 News.